Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the double.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Campbell making the catch. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Lawrence on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Williams brings it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Play action. It's Lawrence. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Williams. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Vikings.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Swinging this out for Pollard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Chargers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Let's get it. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On second down, it's Pollard. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone. That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Complete to Jalen Reagor. A gain of 7. And the Vikings first down.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. Lawrence going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready, break.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Up and good for Santoso. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier, Lewis seamed on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. He gets this out to Spiller. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Yellow, yellow.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. On third, and he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
He's going to go for a big play downfield, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do?
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game, he said he was telling the coach, "Hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive." And the coach finally just looked at him and said, "Applaud."
They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now Lawrence. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Been a bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
1st down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Reagor, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. The 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw it here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this right back to Rager. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.